Here are my terms. All I want is your friendship.
And my sons.
Insurance for both of us. As long as they are under my roof.
I cannot make war with you.
But the sword cuts both ways. We can't make war with you either. Your sons will be our bond for peace. I will raise them as my own, with my son Tariq and my daughter Layla.
In the Yellow Belt.
We should be laughing at ourselves that we ever made war over this. It's a bit of sand. From now on, we'll keep it as a no man's land between us. Neither may claim it.
As God is my witness, I agree.
As God is our witness.
Saleh, never forget, you are my eldest son. You will inherit my throne. Defend the honor of our house. Huda. Tears are a waste of water.
Don't worry, Sidi. Time will pass quickly.
You would think he had won.
May all our enemies be like him, Colonel. I'm very sorry to have to tell you that your mother, Princess Amira, has passed away.
Which hand?
There you are. What are you doing here?
Layla says our mummies are in heaven watching over us.
Layla! Princess, you are too old now to play with boys. Come inside. Layla, my darling, come.
They need water.
But they have a well.
The cholera bacteria live in the well.
Does this happen in Paris? Would my wife have died in Paris?
No, Your Majesty.
Does this happen in London?
The last cholera epidemic in London was probably 100 years ago.
That's what we are. 100 years behind the West.
More like 1,000, Your Majesty.
Tariq, my son, is there a greater curse than to be a poor king? I can't grow anything. I can't ship anything. I can't even trade anything because who would want to come to Mumlakah? Truly, to be an Arab is to be a waiter at the banquet of the world.
That's called the House of Allah! Just miles and miles of nothing! What's that road? That's the northern road! To the south lies Obeka, and due north, Salma!
My beautiful.
What are you blinking at?
I always hope that on a clear day I'll see Salma.
It's too far.
You know, Saleh, something strange is happening.
What?
I'm beginning to forget what father looks like.
Like this. He looks like this.
Why didn't you offer them coffee?
They are infidels!
Idiots! I decide who is an infidel! Get him out!
Let us do it!
I am so sorry, gentlemen. I am Nasib, Sultan of Hobeka.
Sam Thurkettle, Your Majesty.
Oh, are you an artist, Mr. Thurkettle?
No, sir. I work for a little company called Texan Oil.
Well, there is no oil here, Mr. Thurkettle. Just sand. The sun and the wind. Half the year it blows from the east. That's winter. The other half from the south. That's summer.
I would beg to differ, sir. This is black shale.
Well, there is certainly plenty of that around.
That's usually an indication that there's oil in the ground. Smell it, Your Majesty. Go ahead. What's it smell like?
Like oil.
See, shale acts like a sponge, and it's not just any kind of oil. So, take another whiff, Your Majesty. Does it smell bitter or sweet?
Quite sweet, really.
Exactly. Light, sweet, crude. Best oil in the world. And you, sir, I would bet my bottom dollar is sitting on a great big whack of it. Get ready to be rich.
Rich?
Seriously rich.
When you say seriously rich, Mr. Thurkettle, how rich?
Well, Your Majesty, one good well can produce 100,000 barrels of oil a day at $1 a barrel, 365 days of the year.
I'll be richer than the King of England.
King of England, what's he got? Some green fields and a hatful of rain.
Daddy, who's this? Lindbergh?
He's just some man from Texas. He says he's found oil.
Really?
And where exactly did you find this, Mr. Tharkadell?
Hey, Johnny, what was the name of that place again?
The Yellow Bell, Your Majesty.
Yellow Bell.
The Yellow Belt.
And it is also true that a blind man who kneels before God is happier than the greedy one who can see. Who, like the Franks, tries to quench his thirst with sand.
Tries to quench his thirst.
What does he say?
He says what a man says when he knows his letters are read. But he urges you, my indolent friend, to take some exercise.
Hey, Saleh, no. Come on, they're expensive.
Hey, move your rump.
Give it back.
Hey, come on, little brother. Little brother, come on, move. Hey, move. You are embarrassingly slow out.
Princess, they say he's promised to you.
Who said that?
Everybody.
We'll see about that.
God be with you, Colonel. During your negotiations with them are making the offer, but only if all else fails.
Of course.
No.
Please, let me go with them. I give you my word of honor I would come back. My father would make me come back.
But I need you here, Saleh.
Why? To fly my falcon.
Be patient. You'll be back in Salma soon enough.
And come back only when you have a deal.
Colonel, please tell my father I'm getting some exercise.
In the name of God, the merciful.
Where are the Caesars?
Lost, Amir.
Thank you, Father.
You go first. Go. Auda, I know you are very fond of books, aren't you? I hereby name you the kingdom's librarian. Come here. Is he happy? Yeah, he's happy. He's happy. Yeah, good, 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 good. And there is your desk. Go. Go. Sit in there. Sit in there. Gentlemen, please. Here you are.
Here, boys, how we finish the day down south. That old Kentucky bourbon. Sure as shoot. Your help.
Liquid in the well. To the luckiest guys in the desert.
They tied heavy equipment around their feet and threw them into the tank, so they would literally, well, drown in oil.
We believe it was the Al-Talibin, Ba'aniza tribes.
I am not the ruler of a country yet. I rule over a patchwork of tribes, all deeply conservative people.
You mean they don't like oil?
The only use the tribes ever had for oil is to put it on their camels, as a poultice when they had mange. But I'll make a great show of consulting with them, put some gold in their pockets, and make sure you and your people are protected.
It would perhaps have been better if your Majesty had waited with the exploitation of the Yellow Belt.
I should wait for the next cholera epidemic. The next woman to die in childbirth like my wife did. Our people need the wealth oil brings. Now.
Yeah! The envoys have returned! Back to Rebecca!
Thank you.
Auda! The delegation! Auda! They're back! We're going home! What? At least I hope we're going home. Look! Come on!
I look exhausted.
I hope they reached an agreement.
He said what?
He repeated week after week. I gave my word and my sons to this treaty, which we made under the eyes of God, and you have shown me no reason why I should revoke it.
But you surely told him that the wealth of oil was a gift of Allah.
He seemed to take the opposite view.
The Sultan wants you to know that he considers the exploitation of the Yellow Belt a violation of the treaty.
If Ammar wants war, you'll have war!
I'm joining father. Don't say anything.
Let's go to war! It's our land!
Shall we, gentlemen?
Again? We just came back.
Don't be lazy. It's hunting season.
Look, he's negotiating, okay? Just up his stake.
I already tried that, Mr. Terketo. But he said money has no value.
No, really? Well, never heard that before.
Naturally, you offered to return the boys.
Of course, as your Majesty instructed.
Auda, my dear boy, come over here. These are confusing times. But we will find a way through them. Where is your brother?
I think he was somewhat disappointed. So he just went out to get some fresh air.
Yes.
My beauty.
Light for me.
She's so beautiful.
Prince Alda must have known about his brother's plan.
He is clearly complicit in this heinous crime.
You've always been a brother to me anyway. It is said that every man has 3 tasks to accomplish in this world. To plant a palm tree, to dig a well, and to father a son. Have you already accomplished one of the 3? I shall permit you, with Allah's blessing, to start with the easiest of the 3. By Allah,
Instead of trying the remaining hostage Auda, brother of the evil murderer Saleh, Nasib, king of Hobeika, overlord of the southern tribes, has, through a stunning act of clemency, seen fit to adopt Auda into his own family and offer in the sacred bonds of marriage his daughter, Princess Layla.
Sign here. Just sign.
I hereby declare the previous treaty between the House of Amar and the House of Nasib null and void.
Let us recite Al-Fatiha.
Go! Go!
It is a token of my appreciation. They are made in a place called Switzerland. Sir.
King Nasib, be sure that all the Beni cities are proud to be with you.
Oh, the Beni Siri are very welcome in this house.
Thank you.
This is for you. I have one exactly like this. We are now brothers, you and me. Brothers, don't forget it. Brothers.
السلام عليكم.
How long has it been?
11 years.
You remember? You were so exotic. Like a boy from a book. Would you like to see what I look like now? You are allowed to unveil me. I've had myself dressed as a Bedouin girl for you. You don't like it?
I would never imagine that you would become so beautiful. Please, princess, can't you see this is a trap?
A trap? How?
The only reason your father wants us married is so I'll no longer be a hostage. So he will be free to go to battle with my father. This wasn't a wedding. It was a declaration of war. I could have gone to Salma. I should have gone. As Nassif's emissary. Who is better suited than me to talk to my own father?
Why did nobody think of that?
Because they are blind to me. And if we get married, there is no room to maneuver.
Are we not married already?
Strictly speaking, not yet. It's just politics, princess.
Then all these years I've been spying on you through this mashrabiya. When you walk down the library, weighed down with your books, looking so wise and serious. That's politics?
You were promised to Ibn Idris.
No. I was promised to no man. I went to my father, and I chose you.
You could have chosen Saleh.
Saleh. He's a good brother to you, but to me he's just another Arab prince with a falcon who worships the past. Come here. My mother, she looked outside this window and saw what? An unchanging world. But you are clever and sensitive. It's all right, Prince Auda. Look, you're in the harem. It's the one place on earth where we are allowed to drop our veils.
السلام عليكم ابن إدريس. وعليكم السلام. So, I can only assume that you ran out of bullets.
Nassib wants him alive.
He said he'd pay our families the price of blood.
Let's not complicate things. The guards you killed were my cousins.
You can't shoot me, Ibn Idris. I am a prince.
No. You were a prince.
Saleh is dead.
What?
She would never marry him. Never.
Good morning, Father.
The apple of my eye.
Are you well?
Am I well? Why are you not with your husband? Did he dishonor you?
Isn't that rather the point of a wedding night?
No, he's the gentlest of men. May I ask you something? Is Saleh dead? Father? Here. Have I ever asked you for a favor?
All the time. Sometimes I think it's the sole reason God put me on earth. What do you want?
I've been thinking. We have been thinking. What a blessing for us to have in our household a son of two fathers. Now, shouldn't I, the father who wants nothing but peace, not send this son to the father who seems blinded by war, to remind this God-fearing man that in the Holy Quran, the word peace is mentioned twice as much as the word war? You are an emissary of Hobeka, but more importantly, you are now my son and Layla's husband. I haven't finished yet. Tell Amar I don't want conflict, but I won't flee from it. And this time, they are with me. You can go now. My daughter asks permission to ride with her husband to the gates. She has never been in an automobile before.
Saleh Sultan, your son is here.
Saleh?
Actually, it's Auda, Father.
Auda.
Peace be with you.
Auda, of course. Forgive me, it's been too many years.
It's 15.
That long? Now you are a man. Alhamdulillah. Where is Saleh?
He's no longer with us.
Why, where is he?
He's entered Allah's grace, Father. He killed his guard and was killed in turn.
He killed his guards? Why?
He escaped when the delegation returned from Salma.
You obviously did not escape.
I came here as an emissary.
Who's emissary?
An emissary of peace, I hope.
Is that why you come with Mississippi soldiers? In an infidel's car?
Emir, this was simply the most expedient way.
And the city councilors speak for you.
Your houses are united now, Majesty.
Auda.
I married Layla, Father.
You married Nasib's daughter while they slaughtered your brother.
Father, allow me to explain myself.
You will explain. You will. But these people may return to Hobeka. Because my laws of hospitality do not extend to the killers of my son.
Forgive me, Princess.
It's all right. Latifa, play something about love.
Do you think you'd have been killed if you had refused this wedding?
I think there might have been people who counseled Nasib that he would have had a freer hand without me.
Then, under the Taqiyya principle, which gives a Muslim the right to dissimulate if he thinks his life is in danger, you are absolved. You must free a slave. Or, if you're not able to do that, fast for 3 days and say 3 times, I divorce thee, Layla, daughter of Nasib, and you will be rid of her.
Thank you for the advice, Your Eminence.
You say you come as an emissary of peace.
A poor choice of words.
Indeed. Because it is we who have been violated. But it is we who have kept the peace. Even when my army was replenished and the tribes rode south for vengeance, I held them back. Why? Because I gave my word. The Yellow Belt belongs to no one.
But now, you're free to act.
This war serves the cause of God.
May I speak?
Let us hear my son.
My father always urged me to read the Quran. So I'm surprised that the venerable men of faith whom I see gathered here are unanimously calling for war when the Holy Book unequivocally condemns it.
Surah 2, Emir, instruct us to defend ourselves against the infidels.
No. Surah 2 allow you to defend yourself against non-believers who seek your destruction. That's different.
Precisely. These foreign workers seek our destruction.
How? They came here to threaten you?
Huh? Unbelievers can be a threat for Muslims.
Can be a threat to Muslims!
Do not be the friend of anyone who is not one of your people.
Oil is ungodly, since we need infidels to extract. So you're against oil altogether?
What use is oil? For making the heathens' vehicles go!
What vehicle do Arabs use?
Camels!
Camels! Camels! Arabs use camels!
May I ask you one question?
Yes.
If Allah had not wanted the oil for the Arabs, why did he put it in their soil?
Allah put it there, but if he had wanted the Arabs to use it, he would have said so in the Quran.
He would have said so in the Quran!
But he didn't forbid it in the Quran. I think it's very likely he put oil in the ground, so its riches may improve our lives.
What matters is eternal life in the hereafter.
Life here on earth is not to be improved. It is just fleeting pleasure.
Just fleeting? And the glasses on your nose are not sinful? Do they not improve your life?
No, Amir. They allow me to see the words of the Holy Quran even clearer, Amir.
Listen to me. We must make it for our brothers, for the apostates. Do you hear me?
Do you want to deserve God's paradise?
It takes to you as an
Kill him!
Assalamu alaikum. You are alone?
Yes, unfortunately, yes. I'm sorry King Ammar kept his son. Prince Auda stayed with his father for further conversations. Even Idris, can I rely on your support?
You remember how you taught me to pray. I was just the size of your sword. Tell me, was it wrong for me to come here?
It has been my fate to fight wars for a living, CD. But in truth, I've never seen anyone gain by it. Come in.
Good evening, Doctor. I'm not at all well.
Would you mind describing your symptoms in slightly less general terms?
I have a high fever. My heart is racing and my head feels like it's about to explode.
Sleeve up, please. Yeah, I think I know what's ailing you.
What?
Cigarette. It's, you're having an attack of hypochondriasis.
No, I'm not.
Oh, gosh, you are. It's your mind that's uneasy, not your body. Although, frankly, you could do with a bit more exercise.
Listen, Doctor, my body really aches.
Somatization. It's a manifestation of your turbulent mind. When and if you manage to calm your spirit, then the symptoms will ease off, which is for the best, really, because if something was physically wrong with you, I couldn't actually prescribe you anything of any use. Most modern medicine is banned in Selma.
Medicines are banned?
Yes.
Why?
Why? It's a foreign import, and therefore obviously the work of the devil, or at least the venerable theologians that advise our sultan say so. You've met them, haven't you? In their case, they've overlooked a small detail, which is the Prophet himself said you should make use of medical treatment, for Allah has not created any disease for which He has not also appointed a cure. Apart, of course, from old age, but they're spoon-feeding the sultan this, and he swallowed the Quran whole. The old boy's digestion isn't very good. Good luck with yours.
Wait, Doctor. What's your name?
Oh. Ali. Ali ibn Amr. The Sultan's least favorite son. And favorite scapegoat.
We're brothers?
I see your illness hasn't dimmed your powers of deduction. Yes, we're brothers, but from different mothers. Mine was obviously the better looking one. If you ask our father, he'll probably say you're the only one left, since Saleh is now dead, ascended to the gardens of paradise surrounded by virgins, obviously, and I don't really count, so this will all be yours one day. Don't spend it all in one go.
Why do you say you don't count?
I don't count because I have opinions. And they're not popular in Selma. Only blind obedience. Listen, be careful of our father. He's the only politician who prefers an empty treasury to a full one. Strangely seductive.
Alhamdulillah. You spoke well last night. I have become unaccustomed to the voice of the younger generation. I let go of you and Saleh far too early. Come, sit.
Father, I have to ask you something. Nasib offered to return Saleh and myself to you. Why didn't you accept?
I will tell you exactly why. When Nasib's bookkeepers offered me 5% of the Yellow Belt's proceeds, I said no. When they reached 32%, they offered to... what was the expression? To throw you in. Now, when I returned from defeat in the desert 15 years ago to tell your mother that I had to leave you and Saleh as hostages, she was like a bird who no longer wanted to sing. She went to her room, turned to the wall. 6 weeks later, she was dead. Your lives were priceless to her and to me. To have put a value on you would have been to disgrace her memory. Because you see, my son, everything you see in this room was won with either blood or love, never money. Because anything that can be bought has no real value.
Father, I came here to warn you. Nasib has a trained army. They're all along the northern road with modern weapons. He's getting richer by the minute, and he's united the southern tribes.
Even when Nasib was poor, he still had money for machine guns. But he who puts his faith only in weapons is a very poor soldier. As for the southern tribes, in my experience, they're happier to go to a wedding than they are to pick sides in a war. Speaking of which, I used to do this to you when you were little boys. Do you remember? I used to tell you I could look into your souls. So, you tell me the truth. Do you want to repudiate this marriage?
No. I love her. Really.
You know, my son, the greatest gift in a man's life is love. Hassan.
Yes, Amir.
Go to Hobeka. Tell Nasib my son has softened my heart. And in celebration of the union of our two houses, I propose a peace meeting on the first day of the new moon.
Father, the doctor last night said...
Ah. He is a bitter man. A joker.
He said he's my brother.
All rivers have their tributaries.
In the light of the recent union of your two houses, His Majesty Amir is willing to forgive your unlawful usurpation of the Yellow Belt.
That's it.
His offer is to return to the original conditions you swore to under the eyes of God. That the Yellow Belt belong neither to the House of Amir nor of Nasib.
You finished?
No. His Majesty wishes to add that once the infidels have withdrawn their equipment from the Yellow Belt, His Majesty will be pleased to come to Hobeika for the wedding feast you, surely through an oversight, neglected to invite him to.
Right. I had you beaten, Hassan Dakil. You and your master should have finished you off.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Hassan Dakil. Sit down for another moment. You are a professional. Surely you realize that this war can only be three things for the House of Amir. Pointless. Cruel. And futile. So. I think you should put a wall in the middle of your properties, and the recompense I will give them both a shot. You know, they came to me too, these people from Texas, with their boots and their hats and their loud voices. All they ever spoke about was money. But I said to them, what need have I of money? I have been blessed 1,000 times.
My beloved wife, as you by now must have realized, Father is utterly committed to the peace. He's the most wonderfully authentic man, and I cannot wait for you to meet him. I think we should spend half the year in Salma, and the other half in Hobeika. Where is Hassan?
Staying in Hobeika. Indefinitely. For reasons of health. He's bought him. Nasib has bought Hassan. And he killed Saleh. Truth and courage should be the stars a man sets his course by. Now oil and money rule the world.
Wow! are those men, Father?
I'm airing out my jails, giving them some exercise.
So, those are the men you were exercising?
Yes, it is my army of straw. I will distract Nisib with it, wave it in his face while I strike at his heart. You know Nisib well. What is his opinion of me?
He thinks you're an honorable man, but hopelessly stuck in the past.
An antique. If I were seen to march my army into the desert to cross the house of Allah, do you think he would believe it?
Send those men into the house of Allah. They would die there.
Better to die for a noble cause than to rot in jail. Would he believe it?
Yes, he would. He would because he'd think you'd try an attack on the Yellow Belt.
Because it is the plan of an antique. Would he then take his men from the northern road to reinforce the Yellow Belt?
Yes, probably.
Exactly. And that is when I come down the northern road and take Hobeka.
But is it possible for you to come down the northern road if you're in the desert, crossing the house of Allah?
No. Because you will.
I will what?
You will cross the house of Allah. Well, not cross, but be seen to draw in Nisib's army. I was going to ask Hassan Dakil to do it, but you can take his place.
This is absurd. I came here to plead for peace, and not to take the place of your general.
It's in your blood. You were born to rule. You are the next Sultan of the Citadel of Salma. The 12th in line. We have ruled this land for centuries. Before that, we rode with the Prophet.
Father, I only fired a gun once in my life, and it almost took off my shoulder. I read books, and they tell me that the only thing I have in my blood is water, protein, and iron. And if there is anything else in there, it's the absolute certainty that you will lose this war just like you lost the last one.
I've mistaken you for someone else. Thank you for coming to Salma. I think you have found a better king and a better father in Nisib. Now we are at war, I suggest you return as soon as possible to the wealth of Hobeka and the arms of your wife. May God guide your steps.
Fill your bellies! This is the last well! This is the last water you'll see for the next 15 days! Fill your bellies! Fill the water sacks!
Peace be with you, brother.
And leprosy on you, brother. I thought I told you to take it easy. What in God's name are you doing?
Did you bring cold compresses?
Not as many as you're going to be needing. I did, however, bring a replacement for you in case you fall ill again. Don't think anyone will tell the difference. So what's the grand plan, General?
I can't tell you if you're not part of us, I'm sorry.
Well, how could I possibly join if I don't know what the plan is?
The Sultan would like to see you after the prayer.
Always a pleasure to see you, Your Highness. Or should I say, Father?
Why do you always have to mock everything?
It's easier.
Easier?
Than to discuss our true feelings.
And what are your true feelings?
I'm sorry that I cannot be as you would like me to be.
Come, sit with me. I have been thinking. If God had not wanted medicine in the world, he wouldn't have put people like you on the earth. So perhaps when you return, you should bring me your plans again.
Thank you, Father.
May I rely on you?
Naturally.
Look after Auda.
You know, I thought I'd hate him, but I don't. Reminds me of a young owl. Something very sharp behind all that blinking.
Allahu Akbar. This cloth bears the sweat and blood of our house. The head of our family has worn one like this since the time of the Prophet. Wear it well.
I'll do my best.
Now remember, I only need you to be seen by Nasib's army. Do not engage
with them. I know. You needn't worry on that account.
Come.
يلا امشي يلا
خذها بخذ
May God protect us all.
Can we reach that far?
We travel with our own fuel trucks. Your Majesty may strike anywhere.
Still, it's not as if he would actually try to cross the House of Allah, would he?
No conventionally mounted army could do it.
It's an impossibility, sir. I know that piece of country well. It would break even the most courageous warrior.
Just because Amir is marching towards the House of Allah doesn't mean that he plans to cross it.
No rain has fallen here since heaven wept for the death of the Prophet.
This is the Devil's Gate, Amir, the portal to the House of Allah.
Father, a plane flew over us. Maybe he didn't see us. We carry on.
Hey, you. Keep moving. You.
It's not such an unreasonable request, is it?
What's this?
Wait, wait!
Quiet!
I know what it is. Those are armored vehicles. I'll go to them.
It's me! Auda! Come on, quick! To the dunes!
don't think so. I think they're on to us. They're going back to Hobeka.
They'll cut our Sultan to pieces on the northern road.
You want some water?
Sir! Come, sir! Look over there!
We have your prince! We want to sell him! We don't want much! Some water!
You didn't hurt him, did you?
Ha! Hurt your little prince? Why would we do that?
Come closer!
We're close enough.
Get the petrol can! Quick! Quick! The petrol can! Hurry up! Hurry up! How do my boys, please? Let him truly cross the Rubicon now. Oh, here comes the other one! Come on, come on. It's working. It's always the little things. Give it to you, take it. Okay. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. It's coming. Move it quickly now. Take cover. Come, take cover. Quickly. Get down.
No message.
God bless our dead heroes.
I want everybody in the saddle.
Don't exhaust yourself.
You will find water.
All right, it's all right now.
In the sea. Is in the sea.
Of course it is. It's all right. I grew up with him. I'm married to his sister.
I am sorry, Amir. It was God's will.
God hates what we do to each other in his name. He hates that.
We should leave here, Amir. Nasib will come looking for us in earnest now.
He's right. He'll use his planes to track us down.
So this is war. This is what they write epics about.
Yes. But you know, the really frightening thing is how good you are at it.
Send the rest of the army to the Yellow Belt. Whatever is left of it.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure that is wise.
I sent my armor cars. I sent my best plane with my son in it. None of them came back from this wretched place. What other proof do you need? Or would you like to go into the House of Allah and look for Ammar yourself? Come on.
How do you know?
Because my spy saw him drive through the gate of Salma, next to his father. That's how. He chose sides. He serves under your brother's killer.
But you killed Saleh.
I didn't kill Saleh. He just ended up dead. That scum Auda betrays you like he betrayed me. Once an Ammar, always an Ammar. Tell her what the Quran says.
The Quran says many things about a large variety of topics.
About divorce, fool!
Divorce? Allah is not in favor of it.
Except when the husband behaves appallingly. If he runs away, joins a foreign army, and marches against his family, then
the wife can undo the wedding bonds if she repeats 3 times, I divorce.
From Auda, son of Ammar. Come over here. Now, say 3 times. I, Layla, daughter of Nasib, divorce Auda, son of Ammar. Say it.
I refuse.
You refuse?
If Auda is marching with his father, it's because he had no other choice. Father, he is the most peace-minded man one can dream of.
Peace-minded?
Yes.
He is just like his father. Actually, he is worse, because Ammar is just a lunatic! Fine. Fine. Disobey me. What is the point in divorcing a corpse?
A corpse?
Hard cases. Criminals, my father called you. He said you were dangerous men. And he was right. You are dangerous men. But it's not your fight. You are free to go.
What about water?
For water, we'll share what's left with you.
And where will you go?
East. To the sea. Nobody will look for us there.
I'll follow you.
We'll follow you.
If this is the house of God, I don't think he's home. I'm sure the Camel driver was right. We'll find water at the sea. From who?
Fishermen, traders. There are always people at the sea.
Just one time. عسكر وين جاي؟ ارجع باخذ هنا. كل متى تشربوا بروحك كل واحد.
Tell him! Go along the coast and see what you can find.
Nothing, Amir.
قوموا يا رجال! Get up, all of you! We're leaving now!
You know, coming to the sea was a choice between certain death and probable death. Well, now the probable death becomes certain death. Well, Your Majesty, very soon our tongues are going to start swelling, and we'll be acting very oddly for a while before sleep. Although I do wish you could die without this weird noise.
The camel driver said the water would be in the sea. Did it say at the sea? It said in the sea. To spring! Huh? It's an underwater spring! How is it? No. It's salty! It's not fresh water! No, you have to go to the source! Water!
No, I knew these camels would get their revenge soon enough. They're not carrying us anymore, are they? We're carrying them.
These are the Bene Siri, famous for their camels.
Looters. Criminals famous for trading slaves. Father.
He's wearing the green turban. It's Amar.
It's not Ammar. That's Auda. Go warn the ship's men. Tell them to be quick. Go, go!
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sheikh.
Welcome, Prince Auda ibn Ammar, son of the Bey Kursi of Salam. You are too great for my simple Bedouin tent. How can I refuse a son of such great fathers? You can have as many camels as you like, but on one condition. You must drink coffee with us.
Oh, there is a God.
Assalamu alaikum.
You see, Prince Auda, when they hear us grind the coffee, everybody may come.
Hello. Your presence, if my memory serves me well, graced our wedding.
A keepsake from a great day, Prince.
Come here. Come here. Stupid girl! Stupid girl! Stop it!
Well, I see the Bene Siri do not spare their rod.
She's not of our tribe. She's a Zamiri.
A trophy of a raid.
Yes. The Zamiri can't keep their women. They ride like men, without veils.
I'd like to buy her.
She's not for sale.
Of course not. My father, your king, always said that nothing of value is ever bought.
And he's right.
We'll trade. My mother's ring. Her name was Zamira. She was a princess of the Zamiri. And she also rode without a veil.
She's not for sale. How the son of Zamira, who became the slave of Ammar?
I think you're making a mistake.
You made the mistake by ever leaving the library in Hubeka. Auda with the soft hands. This is a man's game. Nesiba's gone from horizon to horizon, with a chest of gold toward the tribes. We are all vying with each other to be the first to cut off your head and bring it to Ibn Idris, who, we hear, has been promised to your wife.
Sit next to me.
No.
You know, Sheikh, everything of value is either won with love or blood.
What are you going to win? With love or blood? Auda with the soft hands.
You are surrounded!
No, I think you are.
Hello there!
Cut my head off. Take their weapons.
And while you're at it, can I see that watch?
Thank you. We must have coffee again sometime.
On your knees!
tribe are you from?
Bani Khalid.
Ahmed, yes, Amir. Make sure she has an escort.
I am from the Janahi tribe.
I am Yafi. I am a Amiri prisoner.
I am a Turkish hostage. Tell your people I was a hostage. And tell them that from now on the time of slaves and hostage taking is over.
I know the feeling.
Amir, it is true what that old dog spoke. The only tribe that did not take Nasib's gold are the Zamiri.
All I know about gold is that it seems to fluctuate in value.
Let me lead you to my people. You'll need their help.
They've taken everything. I swear by Almighty God, I will have my princess on that son of a Zamiri bitch.
Tell me about my mother. Was she like you?
No. She was a highborn. She knew how to read and write.
Maybe Auda can teach you how to read and write.
My brother's going to be a great modernizer. Of course, I'm going to be his Minister for Health and Education, maybe some others.
You know, your father promised he would stand with us forever after marrying your Zamira. But we never saw him since.
Good old Dad. You see, the right life man.
Get back, get back!
You have killed the Amir! What are you doing? We are friends! We freed your people! Are you mad?
Ada, get back, get me some space!
You boss! You killed him!
I shot Amar! The Oathbreaker!
You shot Auda! Ibn Amar! He's Amira!
Son of Zamira! Why is he dressed like Amar?
My brother can't be dead.
Amir is dead! Metal Amir!
Captain! Captain! Prince Auda is at Beni City camp! Over there!
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم.
Auda? Auda? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's more putativa. It's caused by skull trauma. It gives you all the symptoms of death. That's why in the West they wait 36 hours before they bury you. Hey, like you, who went to the moon for digging? Some water for my brother!
We have always been told that a prince from our Zamiri blood would come back to us from the dead, and the banner of the Prophet.
Auda's the Mahdi! Auda's the Mahdi! Auda's the Mahdi!
Give him some space, give him some space. Are you thirsty? Have some water. Okay, get back, give him some space. Ali, I'm not the Mahdi.
Tell them what it's called.
Our little secret. I'm not the Mahdi. I'm not the Mahdi.
Shoot the plane! Shoot!
It's not that bad. I just leave the diagnosis to me. Thank you. I think a bullet went through me. Came out and while I left shoulder blade just shattered. But I think the problem is the ruptured aorta. I'm drowning in my own blood. God, stay silent. Ali, please. Submit to God. You want me to kiss the foot that crushes me? So cold, hold me. I'm scared of the dark. All those virgins. When you are beyond the grave, and the angel asks, who is your God? What do you say? Allah. And when they ask you, who is his messenger? Please, please. Muhammad. And when the angel comes and asks, what is your creed? Ali, what do you say? Please, Islam. My brother. My brother. Promise me you'll overturn the chessboard.
Look there.
We bring horses for you. A present from the Aniza for the Amir.
Welcome.
I see you're giving extra rations to the horses and camels.
Yes.
That means we're going to fight, doesn't it?
The Aniza tribesmen are here, Amir. They would like to ride with us. They've brought us horses, rifles.
What are they?
Over there.
Amar's men are everywhere. We're trapped. They're all around us. All around us. We're trapped.
We're surrounded.
I know. I saw them.
Do we have any option?
Yes, we do.
You can have anything you like. Just spare Hubeka. Now my sons are dead. So is Tariq. I am sorry for that. All I want is for you to honor the terms we agreed upon 15 years ago.
That's it?
That's it.
They said you couldn't be in the House of Allah. But I always knew you were. And then, to veer back to the northern road because you knew I would reinforce the yellow belt was a masterstroke.
But I was never in the desert.
Well, somebody is. Who's out there?
There are men coming.
Who are you?
We are the Bani Sadar, Amir. You return my beloved child to us. Our guns are your guns.
You know where we're heading?
We'd follow you to the other side of hell.
Right.
You! Down from there! Leave your weapons! ارحل من هنا!
I want every one of these things shut down. Now. Shut it down!
Move! You! Down from there! Down!
Hold on.
Praise God. I thought you were dead.
No son could have done more than you did. There was a rumor you were riding with some of the southern tribes.
I'm not riding with some of them. I'm riding with all of them.
Little bastard. The Mahdi? The Mahdi? He's the librarian, for God's sake!
What is it you want?
I'm taking the yellow belt.
You can't. I gave my word.
It wasn't yours to give. The yellow belt doesn't belong to you.
Who does it belong to then, you?
It belongs to them.
Ah. And these are the men with whom you'll what? Build a new country? They're with you today, but God knows who they'll ride with tomorrow.
But right now, they will die for me.
And when the dying is done, then what? You will bend the Americans to your will?
I'll do it all right.
I'll build hospitals, schools.
Nasib is building schools. Nasib is building hospitals. These are the trifles the foreigners bestow on us as if we were kept women. They will never leave. There will be more and more of them, and they will build 1,000 such places. Because they suffer from a thirst that is so great, it can never be quenched. And even if they do leave, finally, we will no longer recognize ourselves. And now, you will surrender your army to me. Alda, I always used to ask something of you and Saleh.
To read the Quran.
Then you will remember there is only one instance in which a son may disobey his father. Can you tell me what that is?
If you were asking me not to believe in God.
Am I asking such a thing?
I swore I'd kill you.
Who did this?
That old fool of the Beni City!
You're a fine boy. Fine boy.
They will attack us for certain.
Back to your position! Fire! After them! Attack!
You cannot meet your princess like this.
You're right.
Perhaps I'll meet you sometime in the desert, where the Zamiri roam, and men and women fit together like water and thirst. When they meet, they are everything. Alone, we are nothing.
Mangrove. Stop her.
Are you sure, Amir?
Turn your backs! Everybody, turn your backs! Turn your backs! Away from the wizard! All eyes to the mountains!
And with the beard?
It will come off soon.
No, keep it. Makes you look very handsome. Though my words will never convey the sadness I feel at the passing of our father. I have some news for you. Even though we lost a life, I think we might be gaining one. Father is waiting. He's very concerned that Hubeka...
I'll personally shoot the man who does any harm to this city or its people.
And my father?
Look who we found in the deepest, darkest hole in Hubeka.
I never betrayed your father, Sidi. Ever.
I know, Hassan. Free him.
I should have come here more often. You played it beautifully. We all just kept underestimating you. Until it was too late.
I stood on the shoulders of others.
Amor's men is a man
who wants to be complimented twice.
I was going to offer you my sword, but then I saw the inscription. From your friends at Texanville.
Yes. Perhaps that does take away some of the grandeur. Sit.
Thank you. I've abdicated in favor of Layla. And, as your father's heir,
You can combine the two kingdoms.
what would you like to do with the yellow belt? Shall we honor your father's wish?
May my father rest easy and walk with Ali and Saleh. Personally, I don't mind foreigners. I think they have something to show us, and we probably have something to teach them.
And me? What are you going to do about me?
What would you do?
I would kill me. Quickly.
I have a better idea.
Not jail. I couldn't stand jail.
If I learned one thing in the desert, it's to abhor waste. I'm going to send you to Houston to sit on the board of Texan Oil to represent us. I can't think of anyone more cunning to look after our interests. They deserve you. Now, leave me.
He's a smart guy, you know.
The kind of money we can make in this
millions of dollars.
Black gold, man.
Dollars.
This is really a good deal for us.
Plus commission.
What? Thank you. Thank you very much, Amir.
Tell them to come back tomorrow.
What you still have of it?
Ah, he's kicking so much. I think he's very eager to come out and help his father.
Don't be in such a rush. Stay where you are.